listen to me carefully. Whatever position that you are in right now, or whatever your reality is, are genuinely the thoughts that you had 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or the thoughts that you have created in your mind previously. And a lot of the thoughts that you do create, you have total control of, and you can control what you want to think. And a lot of the time, it's the outside noise that gets in and alters your thoughts, and that's when the path for destruction has begun. And now let me explain more clearly, because I'll put myself first in as an example, so then I can explain on further to you guys and how you can use this within your life. All right. So from the ages of 14, 15, or even since 12, I was a very overweight and a kid who barely had discipline within his life. And that's when I realized, that's when I came into the path of discipline and self-improvement, where then I was like, oh, I need to do something within my life where I can then be a disciplined person, or I need to change something, because I started stumbling onto these people who had done great things in life, like professional fighters, warriors, and these people and these leaders and these war leaders that came onto earth, and they had done something great. I would continuously read and learn and see what made them different from me, what were the differentiating factors. And I realized it was the thoughts, because their thoughts put them towards the actions that they did, and then they had the outcome, which was the greatness that they had. And now it's the same thing within life. All right, hella annoying, but yeah. Now let me explain. So from the ages of 12 to 15, I was a very unhappy and overweight kid, and it has been a non-ending path of self-improvement till now, and it's non-ending till the day you die. I mean, you're continuously working towards getting better as a person, which then just reflects onto your surrounding and into your reality. And now the thoughts I had then were broken, and now let me tell you why. Because every time I would do something, or every time that I had a thought, oh no, I can become in shape, all right? Every time I had the thought that, no, I'm a person who is fit, I'm a person who has six-pack, I'm a person that can achieve this desired goal that I have. And I was only 12, 13, 14. At that age, I was thinking that I could, okay? But then every time I had setbacks, and every time I had a dream, it used to get blocked. Every time I dreamt of something, it used to get blocked. And I'm telling you, a lot of people want to call me delusional, but I love it. And I love being a delusional and always saying that I'm going to go do this or do that, because I believe in it. And one thing I like about myself is that then I actually go and try, because it's literally about that. And back then, that's what I did. I began on a path, and I was like, no, I'm going to change my reality. People cannot call me fat anymore. I'm going to change my circumstances, and I'm going to become a fit person. But then what happened? My thoughts, every time that I would think that I could do it, then I would get a blockage. Then I would be like, oh, maybe this is not for me, or maybe people are right. Maybe I am that lazy person, or maybe I am that person that is not smart, because of the surrounding thoughts that were getting into me, or the surrounding that I had and the beliefs that were getting into my mind, which then affected my reality. And each time I would then, leave the path of self-improvement, or leave the path of going towards this big arc goal that I had at that age. And when I realized at one point that none of that matters, and that end of the day making myself happy is the most important, that's when I was like, you know what, let's not listen to other people. Let's for once try and see if I can actually lose my weight. Let's for once see if I can actually become that person that I want to be, the person that's respected, the person that is not made fun of. And then what did I do? I gave myself 1 year, and I did it. And now I'm in that same cycle of life again, with content, with trading, with ecom, and with this entrepreneurship thing. And overall, of course, this is not everything. This is not my end all be all. I have other goals. I have goals that that have to do with the athletic goals as well. And now I'm also within that time where I've given myself the time span to try and to really achieve it, because I have enough proof from the past, and thoughts had affected me to becoming this person that I am, which was a good thing. And same goes on to you. This harsh real world that we have, when you go into this, and a lot of the time you had thoughts that were put in because of teachers, parents, and friends that were put into you. Oh no, you cannot do this. Oh no, you're a failure. Oh no, you're not skilled enough in this area of life. These are in your subconscious mind because you were so little, and your subconscious mind took everything and now it's stored there, and now it cannot be changed until you really prove to yourself, again and again, and you repeat to yourself that no, it is possible. It is already there. So now your actions, your thoughts reflect on your actions, and basically whatever outcome that you have is because of the thoughts that were put into you, or the thoughts that you created, or the thoughts that you let get into your mind, or inflect your mind. And that's when the destruction really begins. Okay, so if you can sit down and control your own thoughts and say, every time that these thoughts of failure or these thoughts that come that don't let you get to your goal, and you let it out, and you let it get in and get out, and you tell yourself that no, it is attainable and that I can do this, that's when you continue to go forward, because there's always going to be setback. All right, there was a truck passing by, but anyways, you sometimes create these thoughts for yourself, and sometimes it may not be external source, and it might be within internal. And internal one is the worst, because you have to be best friends with you, and your mind and your heart have to be best friends. They have to be together, and you with yourself, you have to be sort of best friends, and you should learn to be alone. You should learn to be alone with your thoughts, and that's when you're so powerful, because you do not rely on anything or any external source or any external validation or external thought to reflect your actions, to reflect on your actions. And that is when you're so powerful, and that is when you can really go towards something. And now internally, usually it's done when you're trying out something, or let's say, for example, you go on a run and you tell yourself, I'm going to go for a 10-kilometer run, and now you're running, and now you're 4 kilometers in or 4 kilometers in, and you're telling yourself, oh no, like in your mind, this thought is going on where you're like, oh no, I'm tired. Oh no, I cannot do this. I've never done this, Oh no, I'm not strong enough to do this, or my endurance is not good enough, or my stamina is not good enough. Your thoughts create these scenarios which is not even true, because what's the worst case if you start running? If you start to run, regardless of the thoughts that come into your mind, if you do continue, nothing happens. Then you realize, oh my god, those thoughts were total crap, and it had nothing to do with my body, because your thoughts may tell you one thing, but then your body may be capable of one thing. So that's what I'm saying. You need to be in control, because your thoughts alter into reality. And now whatever you put into your mind, and whatever you tell yourself that you're going to do within 5 years, 10 years, and that is going to reflect in your daily actions. And if you keep telling yourself that, oh, I can win within my day, and I can achieve certain success within my day, and I can make my day be as productive as possible and non-distracted, then it will alter into reality, and then you start believing in it and you start acting on it. Okay, that's what I mean. Because once you start having thoughts, then you act on it, because you're constantly telling yourself, these thoughts are constantly within you, and then you start to act on it. And I'll take this, go on within your day, within your months, within your years, with thoughts that reflect your future life. It reflects 5 years down the line on what you do. So figure out what is it that you want, and figure out what are the things that's gonna help you get there, or what are the thoughts that you need to have daily. And when things get hard, what are the thoughts you need to have, and start believing it, and then soon it will turn into reality. And that's really something that I wanted to get into, and I hope you took it as something valuable, and instill it within your life. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.